Notification, SWAGMP33 has away team selection Alabama Crim. Notification, tip, set which node, ready. Away team selection Alabama Crimson Tide.
Hello everyone and welcome to Eugene, Oregon, where it appears my eyes have to be deceiving me. I'm looking skyward. There's liquid coming down from the sky, and everyone knows it never rains in Autzen Stadium. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
Entering play call screen.
Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Categories. You have 15 options. RPO alert pitches is selected.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Power football with the run. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. Pick up a 4.
Coach suggestions.
It's just simple. Simple first down run. Showing your physicality. Setting your offense up in a good spot.
There are 2 categories. You have 15
solid
options.
Pick up a 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. Into a massive giant body. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. The give to the tailback. At the 35, he's open. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator to pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. On the option, runs for the tackle. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
The give to the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays. But all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend don't break mentality you're seeing right now. And this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback checking off.
Post.
Handoff to the lone back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Release to the back. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on down.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here.
Cover 3 does match is selected.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Auction is set. 3 free stack barrier for categories. You have 15 options.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's caught downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Looking for room. It's Cobb. At the 35, he's loose. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
2 to 3 odd. There are 2 categories. You have 18
offense set
options.
on first down.
Cover 3 lock is selected.
He leaves it with his back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on fourth.
The give out of the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now facing a third and long.
Give cushion.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum.
Give cushion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unleashes one. Working that left side. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Looking for room. It's Cobb. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
This defense has got to get better at tackling on the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
They give it to him again. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Alabama! He shed tackles right and left and housed it. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it, everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
It's complete! A huge pickup! And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Formation, flex, medium, mesh. There are 14 categories. You have 11 options. Mesh HD corner is selected. Entering concept. There are formation, sketch, pass, screen pass. Quick option. Click do. Bubble screen. RPO alert. Bubble screen. Concept. Keep. Option is set to dagger 5 plays.
quick timeout call by the offense
Entering
after the play.
Call, Dagger, Ohio, MTNHD cross screen.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Let's go. Back to throw, it's Proctor. They're bringing heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got Will trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
The Ducks will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
You have 12 options. Punt backs cover is selected.
And here comes the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And it'll be down right there.
Entering time. For nickel. Tempadu. Double bracket.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Alabama pushing the tempo. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He wants to pass it on second down. Got it set up on the outside. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
There are 3 categories.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
On second down, wants to throw. He's taking the shot. Brings it in down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. The short hands, it's Norris. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Yes.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone. You love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Georgia is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving UGA the rest of the day off. They're up 14 over BYU. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
There are 11 shot slot option.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this one.
And that's a live ball. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Can anyone catch him? Huge plays like that can change the complexion of the game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Leaves it with the running back. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. Trying to break the plane on 2nd and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved. And the defense got to get out, get you a stop. This was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Normal parallel to cover to man.
Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense.
He tries to take the top off. Fires the pass. Intercepted.
Entering play call. Inside handoff. There are 7 categories.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. Leaves it with the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Keep it on the ground. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
It really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the 2nd level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Inside zone, concept, there are plate, pass, quick pass. There are 6 categories.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. To the 15. Big gain on that one as he stepped out of bounds with a 1st down.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Robert
Man,
Chris.
what a play. Now you're setting your offense up for great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great scoring position.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. They'll go to the ground. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the one.
You got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
There, we have 9
it's still early,
options.
we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Proctor. Dances away to buy time. Got his man on the right. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down.
It's an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
Got his man! And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on 1st down. Buying some time. Lets it fly. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Entering base model screen, you have 5 options.
And the Ducks will kick it off to start the 2nd half. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. And the return man's journey is stop, but there is a flag on the play.
Entering play call.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking to throw. Using the quick game. And he'll be brought down.
Entering play call.
Nice play. This running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. When you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Seam flat.
Trying to pick up a first down. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
Categories.
And, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Entering play.
They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Give pushing.
From the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll give it to the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say it's physical. I hear it a lot in football. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lets it fly. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Give to the running back. At the 45 on his way. Turns it on down the left side. Bulldozes him. Touchdown, Oregon! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And he's going to run it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Option is set to free freeze. Double mug error. Formation error. Over. Double bracket.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up.
The expressway is wide open. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Ready to fire from the pistol. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Gonna run it. It's Cobb. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Running back goes in motion. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
They're trying to get to it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
He'll call for the fair catch here.
Entering play coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 15 options.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run.
Entering play
Jesse, maybe give it to him again, or
inside zone.
Throw that thing out there.
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking.
He's going for it all. And the ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. And after the interception, able to get it in Vittori, taking it back to the 41.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. To the ground, he's got it again. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this hand. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own. And another interception for the Crimson Tide. And Bama has a few ball hawks in this secondary. He might be putting old Hootie Ingram in the sights for his single-season interception record with 10.
Yeah, and it's hard to find DBs that are going to catch the ball consistently. When you get one, it's a nice day. But when you...
Off he goes! And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Wide out in motion. Going to the running game. Keeps the legs moving. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read.
Entering play call. Formation. There are special concept option. Inside zone, there are 10 categories. You have 19
second down
options.
now as they're ready to go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. At the 35, he's got room. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Medium pass. Mesh spot. Ceiling.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He makes a grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Getting set for the point after. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
Cover 3 bus.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Over. Double bracket.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down. Got room at the 35. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Give cushion.
They'll leave it with him. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Over.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
To the air on 1st down. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Takes it the other way. At the 30. 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time? Hall gets the pick 6 to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the 4th quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
All right, that's when the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A-gap or the B-gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Ample time in the pocket and lets it go to the left. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Looking to throw it again. Fires deep on the run. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Dances away from the heat. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the ball comes to rest right there.
Entering play clock. Nickel. Option is cover 1, cover 2 hard flat. Formate 4 over. Nickel. Option 3, cover 2 drop. Cover 1 Robert press. Formation concept. Cover 10 view. Concept. Option is set. Man blitz. There are 10 categories. You have 42 options.
Here comes that Alabama offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. 4th down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The Ducks just want to hold on to this ball for the final minute. Here's the handoff. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Categories. You have 19
defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Might as well stick with him. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short game.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Free key. You have 3 options.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
Seam flat.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. He'll take another shot here. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Return to HUD. Entering weekly advanced summary screen. Entering Dynasty Hub screen. View docs, CFE, action. Recruiting is selected. You have 5 options. Entering overview screen. Enter. Yes. Entering